Hey guys, so you can see right here in these bags I have collards and they're doing pretty well. I'm testing out these bags for the first time. I've heard good things, and I have one collard plant per bag planted in these. I might need to space them a little bit more when they start growing up and hopefully get nice big juicy leaves on them, but I'm just going to water them here this morning. They do tend to dry out faster because it's a cloth container, so makes sense. I do have some black ones that dry out even faster and get hotter, but since it's winter, I think they're doing okay too. So you just have to water them more, and I don't have these on drip like the field, so that's why they're getting the hose. All right, along this fence line here, you can see the ones I have in black bags, and the other difference being that these are double planted per bag, and they look pretty good. I thought they would be crowded. This was an experiment. I thought the singles would be doing better, which they might be a little bit bigger on average, but these are still looking upright and perky. So I don't know, might be able to get two in a bag, but I have a feeling once they get a little bit, maybe double the size they are now, and their leaves start reaching over each other, that's when we might get into a little bit of cramping territory. So I'm gonna water these two. Also, the other difference is there's a sycamore tree above it. That's those brown leaves you see on the ground, and those tend to fall in the pots. I have to remove them if they're covering the plants, but otherwise it's going to hold in the water a little better as mulch. The other thing is it's the very beginning of December. We're getting nights in the 40s. This is Central Florida, so the collards seem to be doing okay. We were in North Florida for a while, and I don't think these would be doing too hot up there at this point. Probably already had a couple frosts. They're not too fond of it. But if we think we're gonna get a freeze or a hard freeze, I'll move these bad boys into that greenhouse. But they're okay for now. They look happy enough. Except for maybe that one tiny one in the middle. Alright, y'all, just before we go, I wanted to show you the older fall collards that I had planted. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a tiny one. So I had a lot of pest damage. Worms were bad in the summer when they went in. They stayed relatively small because of the early struggles they had after I planted them. I've had the chickens come in here, mess stuff up. In the other garden, the pool garden, I've had chickens pull out whole collards, so they've had a rough go of it, but as you saw with the bags, we're gonna have a lot more, hopefully, inshallah. And these are Alabama blue. You can sort of see the purpley blue stem and vein on these. So that's a cool variety that I'm trying for the first time. I think the other ones are called green glaze. Those are in the back. Not super happy with the size of these, but I've already picked them a couple times, so they're looking smaller than they once were, but they're definitely not as big as the stuff we used to grow up in North Florida. So we're still getting the hang of it here, and we're still improving this very sandy soil, so they'll just keep getting better and better.